Okay, so we're going to go over the warm-up for the laws of exponents today, and we've got 6 of them. What I want you to remember about this, though, you've got a whole lot of stuff that looks like it's going on here. It's all multiplication. This is this times this. This times this times this. This times this times this. It's all times. Parentheses means times. A dot means times. A bracket, which when we get down to down here, this times this times this times this times this. It's all times. So don't let that confuse you just because they got a lot of stuff going on there. You're still going to do it the same way you normally would. So we're going to today multiply. Number 1, we're going to multiply r's. We have r's. That's our only base. We have coefficients. Our coefficients are 6 and 2. I have to multiply those. But I'm going to add all my bases based on MADS PM. Okay, we're multiplying. So that means we're going to be adding our exponents. So I have a 6 times a 2, which is 12, and I have the base r.
11.
R 11. You got 2 and 4. That's 6 plus 5 are 11. Very simple. Can you take your hood off, son? They get all over us if they walk by and see kids with hoods on. Okay? The next one. Again, it's all multiplication. I have no coefficients, so I don't need to multiply anything. So I do have an M, N, and P. So I'm just going to put M, N, and P over here. Now I'm going to go back and add. I have an M1 and a 2. That's 3. I have an N2 and a 3. That's 5. I have a P3 and a 3. That's 6. And that's my answer. The next one down again, that's just multiplication. We're just multiplying a bunch of stuff. But let's look at the coefficients. We have a 5 and we have a 6. 5 times 6 is 30. I'm dealing with A, B, and C bases. A, B, C. Then I go back and add. I have an A1 and a 5, that's 6, and another one is 7. I have a B2 and a 1 is 3, and another one is 4. And I have a C8 and 4, 12, and 2 more is 14. It's not that hard, really.
Yep.
Everybody with me? So far, so good? Okay. So we're going to move it on down. And again, it looks complicated, but it's not. This is all multiplication. So on this one, I'm going to add or multiply my big numbers. 4, that's 24 times 2, 48. And I'm dealing with A and B. That's it, just A and B. I have an A6 and an A1, that's 7, and another one, 8. I have a B5 and 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 24, 25. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
I just added. You got a puzzled look. I'm adding my A's and my B's. So when I got to my B, I had 5 plus 8. That's 12. Plus 3 more. That's 15. Plus 8 more. 23, I think.
No,
And another one. No, 24. And then another one, 25. I'm just adding them all the way across. That's all I'm doing.
A again? How did you get the 48?
The 8.
The 48.
How did I get 48? Because I had to multiply my big numbers. 4 times 6 is 24.
24.
And 24 times 2. You have to multiply your coefficients.
But the 2 is a B.
Huh?
But the 2 is a B.
You thought the 2 was a B.
The 2 is a B.
No, the
Say, you gotta say that louder.
The 2 is connected to the B though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That if I had 2x times 3x squared, well, that 2 is connected to the x.
So could you have put the 48 on the B?
Could I say it again?
Could you have put the 48 on the B?
No. You don't have 48 for b. You have to add the exponents. The exponents don't add up to 48. The big numbers, 4 times 6 times 2 is 48. You have to multiply the coefficients, add the exponents. You're still confused. So what would you get for this?
Same thing as,
Huh?
what do you mean?
I can't hear you, honey.
6x
6x what?
to the second power.
No. There's a 1 here. 6x to
Oh,
the
yeah.
third power. But even though that's connected to the x, I'm still multiplying these two big numbers. So here I'm multiplying these big numbers.
Yeah, but the
Huh?
variable's different.
The variable what?
The variable is different.
Doesn't matter.
Variables can be different.
So why can't you put the 48 on the b as a big?
Count my. Wait a minute, hold on. Count the b's. Somebody explain, help her understand that.
So basically,
Hello.
you just multiply.
Hey.
It doesn't matter if there's different letter
She
variables
is.
on big numbers like
She never went to second
2b
period either.
and 6a.
She
you
missed her
just still
second period and she
multiply
didn't report to rise.
6 and 2.
So that
It'll
means
give
I need to
you-
write
and
her up.
it's- You're gonna equal it
Thank
to
you.
however
Bye.
many multiply.
Do you understand what he just told you?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not sure what you're not understanding. You have to multiply the big numbers, the coefficients, but you have to add the exponents. Now on number 2, we don't have a coefficient. We just have ones. So we don't have to worry about that one. It's just going to be 1. And we don't usually show a 1. So I have a W, X, Y, and Z. W, X, Y, Z. W, I have a 1, and I have 2 more, that's 3, and I have another one here, that's 4. X, I have 2, and 1, that's 3, and another one's 4. Y, I have a 1, 2, 3. Z, I have a 3, a 4, and a 5, 6. Yes.
So I didn't put the 1, so like if it was a test, if I didn't put the 1, would it be wrong?
Where? Where's there a 1?
You said 1. You said something about a 1.
Like at the beginning.
You would not put a 1 here.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you would. If you did, I wouldn't count it wrong. But just when we get to this level, we understand there's an understood one. So yeah, they start changing things on you as you get. Like a minus, if you had 2 minus 3. In middle school and elementary school, you say, well, that's a minus. It is a minus. But guess what? I can also write this as 2 plus a negative 3. A minus and a negative are the same thing. And they don't teach you that earlier on. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do number 3, the last one. Again, I want you to pay attention. It's all multiplication, but I have a coefficient of 2 here, a coefficient of 3 here, and another coefficient of 2 there. Those I have to multiply because this is multiplication. 2.
Student staff, as a reminder, that bell is the end of first lunch. Second lunch.
2 times 3 is 6,
We will
and
just
6
operate
times
the bell
2
to
is
press the call
12.
for your lunch.
Now I'm dealing with bases of F, G, and H.
Just keep in mind the bells that are ringing that are ending the previous one.
Okay.
Thank you.
F, I have 2, and another one that's 3,
And then another one up the
and another one down there is 4. G, I have 3 and 5, that's 8. Another one here is 9, and another one here is 10. H, I have 4, and 1 is 5.
So you just put the base number at the beginning because it's at
The coefficient. This is a coefficient. Is that what you're asking? You said I put the base number at the beginning. That's not a base number. That's a coefficient.
So you just put it with all of them.
You put it in the front. It always comes first. And then all the letters follow.
That makes sense.
Does it make sense? Yay, good. Yes.
I got 8 and 4.
Yeah, 8 and 4 what?
For that G and an 8.
The G and the H? Well, let's look. G, I have 3 here.
5 there.
I have 5 here. I have another one here.
I just did ones.
And I have another one here. What I don't like, and I didn't notice until just now, they wrote them differently, but it's still a G.
Yeah, I just noticed
Yeah, I didn't notice it either, but they wrote it different. Or maybe that's supposed. Nah, I doubt it's supposed to be a Q.
No, that'd be backwards.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they made it look different. That's not fair. And the F2, F. Yeah, that F has a little tail. Well, somebody just messed up. So when you multiply, you add exponents. Now, what you're going to be doing today is your several things, but the first period, got them all done. So apparently it wasn't that much. What you have that you're doing today is you do have a test on Friday. I've already made the test. It's not easy. It's not intended to be easy. Today's Monday the 10th. And I'm going to go back there and open this up for you. But you can see what you've got going on is you have an Ed puzzle. You have an EDIA. We just did the warm-up. And you have a worksheet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the worksheet on this front desk number 8 right here. I don't care what you do first. Let me stop this. They don't need to hear all this.